Hello, my friend, and welcome to your 20-minute beginner's Pilates practice. We might have an assistant today. This is Bella, the Pilates queen, the yoga queen. She always loves when I roll out my mat. This practice is perfect for anyone who's just starting out with their Pilates journey or anyone who wants to come back to the basics. We're going to move at a slow pace, working through a full body sequence, and you don't need any props today. When you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. I personally love moving to music, so I make a Spotify playlist for every single class on my YouTube channel. They're always linked in the description below. Whether you want to put it on in the background or not, it's totally your choice. But we are going to get started in a seated position. And if you've got that playlist going, enjoy, okay? You can sit cross-legged or you can sit back on your heels. We're just gonna give ourselves a few short moments to open, to stretch up, to stretch it out, and then we're gonna make our way into some more engaged movement. So rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. Take a full breath in through your nose, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, start to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Feel a nice stretch through the left side of your neck. Deep breath in. And full breath out. And slowly drop your chin down towards your chest. Move your left ear over towards your left shoulder and hang out in that space that feels good. A big stretch into the right side of your neck. Deep breath in and full breath out. And drop your chin down towards your chest. And then start to lift your head back up. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling or sky. Full inhale. Exhale, twist to the right side. Hold right here. Breathe in and breathe out. And inhale, lift your arms up. Come back through to center. Exhale, drop your hands over to the left side. Little twist to the left. Deep inhale and exhale. And bring everything back to center, arms lift up, full inhale, exhale, cactus, shape your arms, open through your chest. Stay here, take another breath in. Exhale, bring your forearms right in front of you. Maybe they touch, maybe they just get close towards one another, and then try to lift the elbows up a little bit. Breathe into the space of your upper back, that space between your shoulder blades. One breath. Lovely, and then bring your hands on down and bring your legs in front of you. So knees are bent, feet are grounded, and hold on behind your knees. Have your knees about right in line with the hips. Take an inhale, lift up tall through the crown of the head, and as you exhale, find a little C-shaped curve to the spine. Tuck your chin into chest, roll back just a little bit. Use your inhale breath to lift back up nice and tall, shoulders slide down. And exhale, start to find that little C-shaped curve, ever so slight tuck of chin into chest. Now find your breath. So inhale to lift, audible shush breath as you rock it back. Shh. Feeling that contraction of your center core, moving towards the midline of your body. Exhale, shh, like you're telling me to be quiet. Do one more, inhale, lift. Exhale, shh. Now hold this little C-shaped curve of the spine, reach your arms right out in front of you, and try to roll down slow, 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 keeping that C-shaped curve, middle back, upper back, and then your head rests on down. Bring your feet in so they're right underneath of your knees, and take a full inhale, exhale, audible shush breath. Shh. Again, feeling the ribcage wrap in towards the midline. Good, now deep inhale, and exhale, float your right leg up to a tabletop position. Shh, your knee stacks over your hip. Inhale to lower, right foot back down. Exhale to lift the left leg up, shh, to that tabletop. And inhale to lower down. Good, now arms can stay alongside your body. Exhale, right side. Inhale to lower, or you might rest your hands on your low belly and your hip bones. Shh. Just to feel your pelvis. I want you to try and feel like it's acting or staying at neutral. So it's not rocking left and right. It's staying fairly level as we lift one leg and as we lower down. Use that audible shush breath. Feel the low belly pull away from your hands, and then inhale to lower. Good. Exhale. Shh. And inhale, drop. One more each side. Good, there's no rush, okay? Mindful movement, connecting the movement with your breath. And all the way back down. Stay right here. Lift your right leg up to a tabletop position. Hold. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Now inhale to reach right leg long, right arm overhead. The right leg hovers. And exhale, bend the right knee in and reach your right arm back to where it was. Good. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale. Awesome job. We got it. Inhale to create space. Feel that right side working a bit more. Exhale. Feel the right ribs draw towards the right hip bone. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bring it back in. Good. 3 more. Inhale to reach. And exhale. Now you might still have your left hip on your left hip bone, just to make sure that the low back stays heavy and that the pelvis isn't rocking. We'll take 1 more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bring it back in and lower right foot down. Good. Right hand on the right hip. Left leg lifts up to that tabletop. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling or the sky. Inhale to reach left leg long, left arm up overhead. And exhale, left knee comes back into table, left arm back up towards the sky. Inhale to reach. Exhale, audible shush breath to draw it in. Good. Keep your right hand on your right hip bone. Maybe the fingertips are closer to your low belly. So when you exhale, you feel your low belly pull away from your fingers, right? Inhale to reach. Exhale to draw it in. You got it. Breathing through this, connecting with your body on a deeper level. We've got 3 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, feel the left ribs move closer towards that left hip bone, almost like they do. Yeah, inhale to reach. Exhale to bring it back in. Good. 1 more here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Now keep this. Bring your left arm down alongside your body, right arm down alongside your body. Lift your right leg up to a tabletop to meet your left. Option to stay here or interlace your fingers behind your head and take an inhale. Exhale, lift head and shoulders up. So again, you're here or head and shoulders are down. All we do is reach the right leg long to 45 degrees, bend the knee back in, left leg long to 45, and bend the left knee in. You go reach. Exhale to draw it back in. Left side reach. Exhale, draw it back in. That's it. You got it. Inhale. Exhale. So can you feel length moving out throughout the spine, heavy in the low back? Drawing awareness to these parts of your body so that the deeper muscles within your core, your transverse abdominal wall, can work a little bit more. Good. I'm feeling a shake already. Reach. Exhale, bring it in. If head and shoulders are lifted, really support the back of your head. Let it get heavy in your hands. Last one. Reach. Exhale, bring it in, and then lower your feet down, head and shoulders lower. Arms down alongside your body, feet right in line with your hips. Press into your feet, lift your hips up, and hold. Good. So feeling this diagonal line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. And if there's any tension in your low back, just lower your hips down 1 inch. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. All we do is lower the hips down, they tap the mat. Exhale, squeeze to lift it back up. Hold right here. Open the knees out 2 inches to the sides and then bring them back in line with the hips. Lower the hips down. Squeeze to lift them back up, little open of the knees, and then back in line with the hips. Nice, so you can take a slight tuck of your chin into chest to look at the legs and the knees. What are they doing? They come back in line with the hips. We lower them down. We lift them up, hold, tiny open of the knees, back in line with the hips. Nice work, you got it. Lower. Squeeze into the middle of your glutes. Feel your hamstrings working as well. Back in line. Last one, little tap. Lift the hips up. Open the knees out. Bring them back in line. Now try to keep the hips lifted and heel toe your feet together so that the inner edges of your feet are connected and you're squeezing the inner thighs as close together as they can be. Lower the hips down. Squeeze to lift it up. That's it. You're gonna feel the inner thighs definitely help and support this movement. So as you're lowering and lifting the hips, keeping that engagement between the inner thighs, squeezing, squeezing, and squeezing your butt cheek as well, okay? And then we lift it up. Good. If you want an added challenge, you might reach your arms up towards the ceiling, lower down, tap, exhale, squeeze, lift, lower, tap, exhale, squeeze, lift. Give me one more here. And then keep your hips lifted, hold, hold, hold. Maybe arms stay up, or maybe you bring them down alongside your body. Little pulse of the hips, 1 inch, just 10, 9, 8. If the legs want to move away from another, keep drawing towards the midline. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower everything down. Whew. Roll over to your left side. And let your head rest into your bicep. Have your knees bent at 45 degrees. Right hip is stacked over top of the left. Please let your head rest down so it creates a neutral spine, okay? Instead of up like this. Yeah, keep your toes connected. Open your right knee so you create a diamond shape with the legs. Now hold. Bring your right hand to your right hip. And just make sure it's not rolling back behind the left. Drop the right knee down. Squeeze to lift it up. Goes down for 2 and up for 2. Nice. So now we're targeting more of that outer line of the right thigh and right glute. Lower, control, squeeze to lift. Every time the right leg opens, the right hip might want to move back. So good reminder to have the right hand on the hip to make sure you keep the stack of the hips. Nice work. You're doing awesome. Keep the breath moving through your body. Maybe you find a little lift out of the left side body, squeezing into your left oblique as if you could pull it away from the floor. Awesome. Give me one more here. Down and hold it lifted. Hold, hold. Stretch your right leg long so that your ankle lines up with your hip, and then point your toes. Keep them pointed. Sweep your right leg out in front of you. Flex your right foot and then bring it back in line for that long line. Point the toes. Sweep it forward, flex your foot, press it all the way back in line. Good. Can you feel the back side of your right leg, especially when you sweep it back for that long line, targeting the hamstring and the base of your right glute. Nice work. Point and reach. Flex and sweep. One here. Point and reach. Flex and sweep, hold here, point the right toes, draw tiny circles with your right leg. Super small for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower it all the way down. Press on up. And then just come to sit back on your heels, but bring your left hand down to the left side and then rise on up. So you're almost in this modified side plank. Left knee underneath of the left hip. I like to have my left hand a little bit more forward so it's not right underneath of my shoulder, but that's a personal preference. Reach your right arm up. Take an inhale, reach your right arm overhead, and exhale, start to draw your right knee towards your right elbow. They don't have to touch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Good. Working into that right side oblique. Inhale to reach. Exhale to draw it in. Breathe in. Come back to that shush breath. Shh. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. That's it. For 2. Shh. Last one. Feel that space. Exhale to engage. Finish off with that reach, reach, reach. And lower all the way down to sit back on your heels. Lift the arms up, inhale. Exhale, cactus shape the arms. Right hand comes down. So we're just gonna move into the other side in reverse order. Come to your knees, reach your left leg long. Good, left arm reaches up overhead. Inhale to reach left arm overhead, and exhale, draw the left knee towards the left elbow. They don't have to touch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, shh. Good. Now feel the space in the rib cage, and as you exhale, feel the rib cage move closer to the left hip bone. Breathing and engaging through that left side body, left oblique. Inhale to reach. Exhale to draw it in. 3 more. Inhale to reach. Exhale, squeeze for 2. And last one. Finish with that nice big reach, and then come all the way down to your right side body. Let your head rest into your right bicep. Have your knees bent at 45 degrees. So not up here, not at 90, just a little bit lower than your hips. Left hip stacks over top of the right. Big toes are connected. Open the left knee, hold. So feel that diamond shape in your body. And we close the left leg for 2 and open for 2. That's the pace. Down for 2 and squeeze to lift. Good. Sometimes when we move at a slower pace, it gives us more opportunity to really feel the mechanics of our body working, but sometimes it's more challenging because we're not moving with momentum. We're using that slow, controlled pace to target those deeper muscle fibers. Outer thigh of the left leg, outer glute of the left leg, squeeze to lift. That's it. Goes down for 2 and up for 2. Again, make sure the left hip doesn't rock back behind the right. Keep that nice stack and maybe squeeze into your right side body, your right oblique, almost like you could pull it away from the floor. And up for 2. Last one, down and take it up. Hold here. Reach your left leg long. Maybe look down so your ankle is right in line with your hip. Point the left toes. Sweep your left leg in front. Flex your foot. Squeeze to reach it long. Good. Really play with the movement of the foot and ankle. Point the toes, sweep it forward. Flex the foot, sweep it back. Point the toes, sweep it forward. Flex your foot, sweep it back. Good. Now, if it feels okay for you, you might rest your left hand just on the outer edge or the middle of your left glute so you can feel the muscles engage as you're moving through this. Sweep it forward, especially with this sweep back. Squeeze into that left glute, point the toe, sweep it forward, flex the foot, sweep it back. 3 more. Nice. Goes reach. And long. This is 2. Maybe close your eyes. Big breaths. Last one. Reach. And all the way long. Hold here. Point the toes. Tiny circles with the left leg. Around. Around. Super small for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it down. Amazing job. Come on up to a tabletop position. Have your knees underneath of your hips. And then walk your hands forward so your wrists are in front of your shoulders, not stacked, okay? Have your wrists right in line with your shoulders. Fingertips are pointing forward. Bend your elbows, lower the forearms down. Now hold here. See how your elbows are pointing back towards your hip bones. They're not open to the sides like chicken wings. And then press all the way back up. A little quicker, goes down, lift up. Goes lower, press up. Now, if this is a little too challenging, you never know, okay? Everyone's different in their practice and their body. You can always wiggle the knees in closer right underneath of the hips. That might feel more supportive. The further back the knees go, the more resistance, the more weight you're bringing into this movement. And press. So, can you feel it already into the triceps, into the shoulders as well? 10, press. 9, every time you drop the forearms down, the elbows point towards your hip bones, not out to the sides. 6, and up, that's it for 5, and press, 4, lift, 3, we're almost there, 2, hold it down halfway, just 10 little pulses, bend, and bend for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower all the way down onto your chest and your belly. And bring your arms in front of you. Stack one hand over top of the other. Bring your feet out as wide as the mat, okay? Give your low back some space. Let your forehead rest onto your hands. Point the toes, find a lot of length in your body. And think about pressing your pubic bone down into the mat, hugging your low belly in. Now try to keep that. Squeeze your right leg tight. Lift your right leg up just a few inches. Low belly's drawing in and lower the right leg down. Squeeze the left leg, point the left toes, lift the left leg up a couple inches, and lower back down. Nice job. Right leg lifts a couple inches, and lower. Left leg lifts a couple inches, and lower. Good. Now right leg lifts, hold it there. Lift head and shoulders up. Lower head and shoulders down. Lower your right leg down. Lift your left leg, keep it super straight. Lift head and shoulders up. Lower head and shoulders down. Lower left leg down. Okay, stay with this sequence. We're moving into the strength of the back line of your body. Upper back, middle back, low back, all the way through to your glutes, your hamstrings, your calf muscles, full back line engagement. So, so good. One more each side. Right leg lifts, hold. You got to keep the legs straight. Lift the chest. Arms are helping you out here. Chest lowers, right leg lowers. Left side lift, chest lifts, chest lowers. Left leg lowers. Now keep the feet connected to the ground. Squeeze your thighs. Try to lift your chest up and hold. Slide your elbows down so they come closer towards your hips. Hold here or lift the arms up and lower the forearms down. Good. Try to do this if you can. You can always have fingertips grounded and just do a tiny lift and lower of your chest instead. For 5. Slight tuck of your chin into chest. It's 4. Big backline body engagement. 3, hug your low belly in. For 2, last 1, and lower your chest down. Press yourself up, take your knees out wide, bring your big toes to touch. Sink your hips back to your heels, just landing in a child's pose for a moment. And take a few big breaths into the back line of your body. It's so good, my friend. And lift your chest up just a little bit so you have enough space to thread your right arm underneath of your left and let the right side of your head drop heavy. Take one big breath into the space behind your right shoulder blade. And bring it back through to center. Left arm threads underneath of the right, left side of your head drops heavy. Amazing. Come all the way back up. And just take a seat and bring your legs in front of you. Create a diamond shape. So bottoms of your feet touch, knees open out wide. Inhale to lift up and exhale, hinge forward any amount. And it might feel good to stay or maybe sway your upper body a little bit side to side. Bit of a massage through the hips, the low back. And feel free to stay with this for a little bit longer, as long as you'd like, and maybe adding in any other stretches that might feel really sweet to finish off your movement practice. Thanks for joining me today. If you have any feedback or anything you want to chit chat with me about, just leave it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this beginner's class, let me know. I'll do another one for you. Thanks for being here. I will see you next time.